Hey everyone, Irit here with a process video for Shimmerz, and I was inspired to create this background by just a piece of rainbow die cut, but I don't actually end up using that die cut. I was just inspired to pick my colors kind of to match the colors on it. So there it is. You can see it. I'll tell you in a minute the colors that I used, but I'm using this Dina Wakley stencil and a piece of watercolor paper, which is actually made by Ken Oliver. So it's a 12 by 12 watercolor paper, and it works really well with all these, liquid mists. So basically what I'm doing is exactly that. I spray the stencil and then I flip it and use it like a stamp, and it is just such a super easy way to create an interesting background, and especially if you choose a stencil like the one I'm using, which has already 3 patterns on it, and then you flip it, you get the kind of negative look of those patterns, so you get a lot of variety and a really interesting look just by using one stencil and a few mists. So I'll tell you the colors going by rainbow order. My pink is Pink Stilettos, which is one of my just favorite sprays. It's like a really hot pink. Then I have Pretty in Pink, which is a colorings. Also, the Pink Stiletto is colorings, meaning that they are flat sprays with no shimmer in them. So Pretty in Pink is more like a warmer pink, and both of these are one of my most used, well-loved sprays. My kind of reddish color is called Scarlet Fever, also a colorings. My kind of orangey yellow is a Vibes actually, which means it has some shimmer in it, and it's called Sunset Strip, but any yellow would do, of course. My green is colorings called Don't Citron Me. That's a really vivid lime green, beautiful color. Use it again all the time. I think all the sprays that I used here are kind of staples, and it's just really nice to have like a rainbow variety of them, and you can also mix them and you have a lot of options. So the teal color is colorings Well Blue Me Down, and then the last one, it's more of like a blue, is colorings Heidi Ho Blue. And you can see that where I feel the color is just a little bit too light or not as intense as I would like it to be, I can just go back to it and add more. If you want to get a really nice impression, you can tape down your stencil and, carefully mist it from a bit far away, and then you get a more even spray. But I am all about the messy look, so I'm not worried about it. And you can see everything left on the stencil goes straight into my art journal, and why not play a little bit more if the mists are out, the stencil is out, so kind of get the most of it. And look, what a great background for a little journal page or art journal page. So it's really fun to create like this, create more than one project, and sometimes I have a few things going on at once. It really gets my creative juices going when I can just play with my supplies. So my background is completely dry, and now all that I have left to do is add my photo and papers, embellishments, title, and all that. So I am scrapbooking this cute little photo of my baby girl and my nephew. They are 2 months apart. So she was born almost exactly 2 months after he was born. And last summer like, you know, the summer that ended a few weeks ago, sadly, in my part of the world, in Austria. So this summer, or last summer, whatever you want to call it, the summer of 2017, we were in Israel and they got to spend some time together. And my nephew was really lovely and wanted to play with Lily, my daughter, and she just wouldn't agree at all. So mostly she kind of tolerated his presence, but she didn't let him go near her. She didn't want to play with him. So I took one photo of them kind of playing and, you know, next to each other. And my title is going to be Not Best Friends. So hopefully maybe next summer things will be a bit different. Maybe now that she's going to kindergarten, she will learn to actually enjoy the company of other kids. So the papers that I have behind my photo are from the Pink Paisley Summer Lights collection. I have the 6x6 paper pads, and the embellishments are from the Aloha collection, which is an exclusive collection by a German scrapbook store called Scrapbook Werkstatt. And yeah, so it's the ephemera pack from that gorgeous collection, which was designed by my fellow design team member on the Hip Kit Club, Jessica. She did a fantastic job, and it's just gorgeous, but you can only get it on that German store if you're interested. It has some German words in it, in like that ephemera piece, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous collection. And then I'm also using some ephemera from another lovely collection, which is called Blooming Hearts, if I'm not mistaken, and it's from Pretty Little Studio. And Pretty Little Studio is really a fantastic store for embellishments if you're on the hunt for some of those. They have just a ginormous selection of die-cut pieces and stickers and flair and just so many gorgeous, gorgeous options. They're really, besides Hip Kits, they're really my go-to place for embellishments. And yeah, so I'm just using a bunch of the flowers and those leafy pieces here. And that's one of the things I love about creating a rainbow background, is that then you can kind of go through your stash and pretty much pick everything that matches. So if you make an order at the Shimmerz store, make sure you mention my name and you'll get a freebie. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. I wish you a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Bye.